Hi, my name's Corey, and this is my submission for the It Gets Better campaign. I think it's about time that we talk about this. It's thanks to people like Dan Savage, like Ellen, who have pushed this to the forefront. Teen suicide is very real. It has been very real, but it's only now that we're talking about it. I grew up in a really, really small French Quebec, Canada town, likely that nobody's heard of, uh, where there weren't black people, let alone gay people, and it was hard. I remember being told at the age of 14 that if you were gay, you were going to get AIDS and die. If that didn't happen, you were going to be ostracized from your family. You would never be married. You would be alone. You would be miserable, and that's what you deserved because it was wrong. It's sad, but this is the reality of what people 13, 14, 15 are being told. In fact, that's the reality of sometimes what adults are being told. I know it's hard. It feels like there's no end. It feels like the only option is to end it. And I'm here to tell you, we are here to tell you that that isn't the only out. That isn't the only option. You have to keep fighting. People will tell you that you're not worth it, that you're wrong, who you love is wrong. Well, they are the ones who are wrong. You were not born wrong. It's completely natural. You were born this way, and you have the right to love who you want to love, no matter what anybody tells you. And I know the reality of bullying is so much different from when I was 15 years old. Now with Facebook and everybody has a Facebook account and the ability to follow you around no matter what you do. But you need to understand that those people are wrong, that they are backwards and they don't understand, and you cannot let them get to you. You have to block them out. You have to go and get help, see someone, talk to someone, speak out. I know the last thing we all wanted to do at 15 years old when we were being bullied was to tell someone, but you have to. You have to put an end to it because you have the right to live in a safe environment. You have the right to love and be loved, and that's very important that you understand that. What I was told put me back at least 5 years in terms of coming out. I came out when I was 20, 3 years after I'd left high school, because I thought it was wrong. And like I said, the coming out experience was probably the hardest thing that I've ever gone through. And I remember that dark, horrible feeling of being alone and really having no resources, having nowhere to go to, no one to talk to, and being afraid that coming out meant losing everybody that I loved and cared about. And the reality, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that if and when you do choose to come out, that everyone will welcome you with open arms. There will be people that you lose, but those people do not belong in your life anyway. Coming out is freeing when you're ready, and you are not to be pushed into that. This is when you are ready, and you'll know. Trust me, you'll know. And then after that, it'll be like a weight has been lifted off of you. And I know that reality is something that you feel is very, very far off and nowhere in the options of right now. But it will be. You'll graduate, do very well, I'm sure, but graduate and move on, go to college. If you're in Quebec, you'll go to Cégep, you'll go to university, you'll meet like-minded people. you'll see that the world is very open. That, more so anyway. We all can know the reality of that it's not 100% open, but we're getting there. But it's because of people like you that we are. You are the next generation. You are the new queer who's going to take over the world while the rest of us eventually grow old and move into rocking chairs. But the world will be on your shoulders. And we hope people my age, people who came before me, continue to trailblaze so that hopefully it's a little bit easier for you. But I want you to understand that you will get through it and it gets better. And I don't want you to give up because you have an amazing life ahead of you. You have so many opportunities and you're gonna flourish. If you're in a small town, keep on fighting. It's a whole different reality when you're in a tiny little city where everybody knows you, everyone knows your parents, everyone knows your grandparents. It's so closed, honestly, in most cases, get out when you're ready. When you're old enough, move. I hate to say it that way, but, the best opportunities are generally in big cities. You'll go off to school and meet amazing people. And that's when things will change. When you start to live your life. What can I say in terms of parents? That's a hard one. If they're not receptive to you right away, give them time. They will eventually, hopefully, more than likely, give in because their love for you is greater than their lack of education in the queer department. Even the most closed-minded people will more than likely open up after a while. You are their child. But it's not easy with the parents. But you do that when you're ready. You start with the friends, you move on to the parents. But when you're ready. What more can I say? Really, really important. If you feel that you have nowhere to go, look for help. If you're in the States, Trevor Project, in Canada, PFLAG, just the computer, the internet is your best friend. Chat with somebody. That's what I did. That was my first interaction with anybody gay. I had an internet conversation with a woman because I was confused. I know it seems weird, but through the internet we're all connected. This is why this project is flourishing, because we're all connected. And you need to understand that, you're not alone. We are with you. And we're always going to be fighting there right beside you. So I wish the nouveau queer, the teens, the next generation, the best of luck. And I tell you, don't give up. It does get better. Take care.